What's up, everyone? Welcome back to After the Storm, and welcome back to the NHL 2005 Dynasty Mode Series, episode 79. We're so close to the end of the regular season. We're almost at the playoffs. So excited. So excited for all this. Anyways, we have a matchup against St. Louis that's not super important to our playoff standings, of course, but we want to make sure we get these 2 points in this next game. We want to avenge the team that ended our winning streak earlier on this season with a 3-3 tie. Yeah, we just really want to make sure we get 2 points. We're 3 points clear of Minnesota. We're trying to get that President's Trophy. That's the big one there. We want to make sure that we have the home ice, everything like that. We want to make sure we're not having to face Calgary in the first round. We don't want to deal with that. Let's make it easier on ourselves, and let's have Minnesota and Calgary beat each other up in the first round. So before we go ahead and preview this episode, as always, a reminder, like the video, subscribe to the channel, helps me out considerably, and I hope you like the content around here, and thank you for watching. So taking a look at our matchup here, 6th in the conference, they're kind of firmly in a playoff spot, are the Blues right now. We have the advantage everywhere, though, really, even with our backup in the net with Curtis Joseph. 113 points for our squad, NHL first, conference first, division first. And the goaltending matchup. They have a bit of an advantage with Khabibulin being a 97, but Cujo has been excellent in his own right all season long. St. Louis coming into this one with a 2-2 tie in their last game against the Dallas Stars. They're a very good home team, however, they are facing us on the road where they're not so good. 36, 28, 10, and 4 on the year. And they're a healthy squad coming into this game. Anyways, guys, this is our final game of the month of March on the calendar. But I thought we'd go back and take a look at our season series so far. We have the 3-3 tie here earlier on with the St. Louis Blues. We have a 2-0 win back in January against them. And did we play them any other time? We did. Earlier on in the series, we played them a 4-3 win. So we've 2-0-1-0 against them on the season. We're looking to make sure that we win this season series against the Blues as well as a potential playoff matchup later on, maybe the second round, depending on how they do in the first round. As it stands right now, they would actually be the better team despite being 6th and not having a home ice advantage if they were to face off against Anaheim, because the Pacific Division is just incredibly weak. The other notable thing is Peter Forsberg is healthy. He's not going to be in this game. He's going to join us on the little mini road trip to end the season. He's going to play his first game in a very long time against the LA Kings. Another opportunity for us to pretty much extinguish any chance for the Kings to make the playoffs in that next episode. And then Hayduk will not play until this matchup here against the San Jose Sharks. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the game against the Blues. We are live from the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado, and for the final time this season, the Avalanche will don the burgundy alternate jerseys. 4 games remain on the schedule. The Avalanche firmly in a playoff spot, looking to solidify the President's Trophy as the league's best regular season team. The anthem's next, followed by puck drop. A surprise addition to the lineup. Some changes late made by head coach Joel Quenneville. Sees Peter Forsberg jump back into the lineup. Blake and Foote are going to play together tonight as well. As there's Forsberg right back with an opportunity. 2 chances right there earlier on in the game. Foote jumping in as well against Havana. There's a penalty upcoming. Looks like Solani's going to go off for hooking. Late additions. Theodore was not expected to play this game. Supposed to be Curtis Joseph. They made the change late. Not sure if it was a measure of getting some rest for some guys, but Forsberg back in the lineup as well. Interesting caveat there. They weren't expected to have him play. He took warm-ups. He was good to go. Down the ice, Vonanen dropping that puck down. Forsberg back in. Only one injury left to a key player, and that is Milan Hajduk. The expectation is that they'll see him in the season finale against the Sharks. They don't want to be rushing anybody back from these injuries. Forsberg wasn't expected to play until the LA game on the road, but he is in tonight. So pass up, finds Modano. Modano over there. Forsberg got interfered with, and that will draw a penalty. I think the Avalanche are just going to try to play keep away here and get a full-on power play. 20 seconds to kill. They tried their best there, but the Blues called for roughing Al McInnes. Gonna head off to the box, the captain, for that hit there on Forsberg. Last time these two teams met, 3-3 tie, ended the winning streak for the Avalanche. Lindros on the draw. Wins it back. Steos finds Lyles. Bure in. Rips a shot. Khabibulin with the save. The other two meetings of the season went to Colorado. So 2-0-1 on the season. Looking to solidify the win of the season series tonight. Colorado power play now. Modano winning that draw. Lyles, the point. Modano there, score. Modano on the rebound. Continues his hot play since coming over in the trade from Dallas. And the Avalanche striking first. A backhand shovel from Modano in front opens the scoring here. 4 games remain on the schedule, including tonight's matchup. Every game critical. This one not so much for the playoff implications. St. Louis has yet to clinch, but they are ahead of the teams that are battling it out for 7th to 8th. But the expectation is this is not a game that will impact the standings all that much. Bure back in front. Cherkasky rips a shot. That one almost dribbled in behind Khabibulin. He plays it out to Primo. Primo there. Sillinger up against the bench. Bure finds Cherkasky across the ice to Lindros. Lindros dropping down to the 3rd line tonight. As the players roll themselves back into the lineup. Of course, there's room to be had. Players to come out of the lineup. And Joe Quenneville trying to see a whole lot of different options before he makes a determination for the first round of who will play where. Guerin and Modano. Here, Modano back in front, finding Yager, but Khabibulin cuts that pass off. Tension's high at this time of the season. There's Sakic winning the draw. Foot rips his shot. Forsberg trying to hunt for the rebound. It gets bumped before he can get anything. Here's Alexiev. Alexiev takes a slight hip check there from Teemu Selanne. Selanne kind of embraced the 3rd line checking role that he was given by Joe Quenneville, but has been rewarded late here in the season with some top line minutes. Played most of that time down the stretch with all the injuries on the top line with Modano and Guerin, and performed very well. Here's Vonanen from the point, a shot. Guerin back in front, his shot just ends up wide. Dimitra pressed up against the board. Surrey just dumps it back in. Pronger takes a big hit from Guerin, and Guerin's going to rip a backhand looking for goal number 60. He is the NHL's leader just by 1, as the other members of his compadres around the league, as Rick Nash is closest to him with 58. Guerin now in the box. 2-minute power play for the Blues. Blake tried to clear that one down. Wade was right there. However, Nikolitin with a good stick. Gets that puck and drops it down. There's Forsberg going to rip it back down again. Khabibulin cover it up. Not really pressured. However, just holds that puck as we take a look at Doug Waite's season. 50 points. A lot more dishing the puck than he is scoring this year. Here's Modano against the Pavel Demitra in the draw. Surrey, shot. That one blocked. Solani, Demitra, back in front. Modano stripped that puck and brought it back the other way. Modano stopping up. Jackman, Surrey back down low, cycling the puck. Solani there. Solani wraps it around. Khabibulin read it all the way, made a nice save. Alexiev there, pressed up by Modano. Foot drops Demitra with a nice hit, making sure he can't play that puck to the slot. Solani still there. Wrap chance, back in front. Blues are going to come away with it. Barrett Jackman. Shot is blocked by Foot, and Surrey clears it down as they are still on the penalty kill. Demitra poked away by Blake. Blake will turn and fire it down. Pronger bringing it out. Jamal Mayers off the bench. Takes a big hit. Condon stepped up on him. Condon there. Wait. That puck played out. The penalty is over to Guerin. He comes out of the box. Forsberg. In there, Boganecki's going to come back on the other way. Boganecki dropped by Vonanen on a hard back check. The silky Swede, Peter Forsberg, making some moves, got a shot away, looking for a rebound. Forsberg, nice stick. Gets that puck. Lindros streaking in the side. He gets a shot away and a big stop there for Khabibulin as well. And there's Bure throwing a hit. Churkowski takes one. The physicality really picking up here. Myers, Sillinger, a shot. Steos played out. Lindros is mentioned down to this third line. Primo. Final seconds tick away. Another hit on the boards will end the period. The lone goal of the period for the Avalanche. They take a 1-0 lead into the intermission. Lopsided offensive display from the Avalanche in that first period. 16-2 the shots. 1-0 the score. We open up this second period. Foot onto the draw. He's in there. He can get a chance. Rips a wrist shot. It's blocked. Maybe loaded up too long. Back come the Blues. Pellerin dumped it in, but got checked for his troubles. Hamilton just dumping it back around. This Avalanche team is probably content to try and salt this game away at 1-0. They've done so before. Here's Hendrickson back to Nikolitin. A good chance there and a good stop by Khabibulin. Wait. Loses the puck to Foot. Foot's going to find Hamilton across the ice. Hendrickson playing it up to Andre Nikolitin. Nikolitin there, back in front. Hendrickson, 2 chances at it. Nikolitin still with the puck. He takes a huge hit in front of the net. And that'll make sure he can't get that one away. Surrey, a good stick, turning it over. Vonanen coming off from the change. Pellerin, crushed by Surrey, putting all his weight into that hit. And Yager back in, a backhander stopped by Khabibulin. Boganecki. Kavanaugh, a good slap shot there, but Theodore reading it all the way on with the glove hand, rather. Still there are the Avalanche trying to bring that one towards the net. Demetris slips a check from Yager, but Yager's going to catch up with him again and hooks him there. No call. Refs really letting these guys play since the first period with the penalties. Demitra. There's Myers. Myers still with it. Can't get the shot away. Forsberg takes a big hit. Dropped along the boards. Sillinger takes a vintage hip check from Rob Blake. Foot back the other way. Salvador turned over again. Foot. And just to shake off the first hit, but can't shake the second. And a break here, a chance for Kayanek. He couldn't got a weak shot away as Theodore easily wraps that one up. Back come the Avalanche. Solani. Round, lost the puck. Kayanek. Foot's hunting for the puck there, looking for a turnover. Primo. Primo over. Sillinger takes the hit. Can't get the shot away. Cherkowski back the other way. Bruce Cherkowski. Looking for an outlet. Didn't have anybody with him as his teammates were changing. Lindros. Kayanek. Turns, fires. That one nearly handcuffed Theodore, but he got it. Cherkowski finds Lindros. Now centering this third line. Lyles rips a slap shot from the point, but Habby Boulin, way out of his crease, cuts down the angle and makes a nice glove save. Take a look at this hit from Al McKenna. It's a huge one on Jeff Hamilton. Hamilton none too happy about that, letting the refs know it, but that's just a size difference. Here's Yager, a shot on. Big save by Habby Boulin. Mayer's back, a 2-on-1 forming. A good block there by Vonnevan. Turned back, Dimitra again ripped a shot. Theodore had to be sharp there. Final minute approaching here of the second period. Guerin with the puck. Guerin wraps it around and he's got 60. Bill Guerin eclipsing the 60-goal plateau here in game number 79. Extends his lead on the NHL. A big goal there, no doubt. Final minute now. Martins back down the other way, shot. Foot will play it down, that'll do it. Guerin's late period marker, his 60th of the year, opens up a 2-0 lead for the Avalanche as we head to the third period.
The first 3,000 fans in the building will receive a limited edition hat featuring...
Third period underway here. Lindros winning the draw. Lyles there to receive it. Bure gonna dump it in. Dump and chase game on now for the Avalanche as they look to salt this one away. Steos around the boards. Weinrich there. Here's Lindros in front. Shot low, nearly beat Habby Boulin. The quick pad flash for him. Steos bringing her right back in. Habby Boulin plays it to Sillinger. Sillinger down the wing. Sillinger over to Lindros. Lyles. Kayanek bringing it back. There's a chance here. Kayanek. Cherkowski on the wing. Cherkowski making a move, trying to get around the Blues defender. Takes a hit. And Boganecki comes back the other way. Rips a wrist shot. Big rebound coming out of the Avalanche zone. Forsberg back, retrieving, finds Foot. Foot's pass doesn't reach his D partner Blake. It's going to come out of the zone. Avanov gets knocked down. Dimitra back the other side. Over to Boganecki. He takes a hit from the captain, Joe Sakic. Sakic, 12 minutes to go. Here in the third, Blake over to Solani. Solani just overskated the puck. Solani turns, fires. Blake with the tip. A surprising tip from Rob Blake, as he's not usually the one doing the tipping. He's usually the one getting his shots tipped. Sakic dumps it back around. Forsberg there on the forecheck, loses out to Pronger, and Boganecki's going to come out. He's alone off the drip. His team's taking the line change, of course. Solani back down into the corner. Havanov, Boganecki, dumping that one around. Yager back, fresh off the bench. Sakic dumping it in. Sakic nearly won his own race to his dump in as Guerin, looking for 61, got a shot away, but again, Habby Boulin sharp here as the Blues have generated very little offensive anything here. Guerin, Yager, and Medano out here. Medano rips his shot. Guerin turned, he just overskated, couldn't get the puck turned back around to fire it into the empty net. Alexiev pressed up against the boards by Medano. Puck coming back, under 5 to go here in the third. The Blues just trying to get anything mustard, get themselves back into this game. This one not a big difference maker in the Western Conference standings here as we approach the playoffs, but still, nevertheless, both teams want to be getting 2 points here. Sack bringing it back the other way. Sack turns, fires, good pad save by Khabibulin. Lyles with yet another takeaway. Dumping it in. Primo turns it over. Forsberg turned and fired. It was blocked. Minute to go now. Wait, hooked. No call. 2-0 Avalanche lead. We're in the final minute. Forsberg. Back to Weinrich. That pass went right to Khabibulin. He's going to make sure his team can get a change. 47.5 to go. Quenneville up on the bench, getting the attention of somebody. That shot there, Modano, another chance. Khabibulin making the save and covering it up. Khabibulin coming over in a trade for Keith Tkachuk from the Tampa Bay Lightning. Sakic on the draw. Won it. Foot ripped it through the crowd. Khabibulin tracked it down. And we'll go for another faceoff. 41 seconds remain. 2-0 the score. Foot there again. Rips a shot. And Khabibulin makes the save. Just killing some time off the clock. Sakic one more go at the draw. He wins that one again. Blake turns, fires. That one's blocked, and the Blues can come out with it. Maybe not. Immediately turned over in the neutral zone. Here's Foot from the point. Rips a shot on again. Khabibulin's going to play that one out, though, this time. Primo takes a hit after the shot. Theodore makes the save. And Modano bringing it up. We'll just dump it around the corner. Forsberg's there first. McInnes, though, gets the puck. Final seconds. Obviously, a win in the books. There's a Primo with a shot that beats Theodore clean. Shutout bid has ended. Not enough time to do any real damage, though, as Wayne Primo finds a way past Theodore late here in the game. 5 seconds to go. Can the Blues do anything off the draw? They can't. Well, maybe not. Here comes Pronger. Pronger a chance. Shot off the post. That close to a tie game. But the Avalanche hold on for a 2-1 victory and take another 2 huge points in their pursuit of the President's Trophy. As always, we leave you with the 3 stars of tonight's game. We'll catch you on the next Avalanche broadcast.
Tonight's second star, St. Louis number 35, Nikolai Khabibulin. And tonight's first star for Colorado, number 13, Bill Guerin.
All right, so there it is. Coming out of that game, 2-1 victory, another big win. Nikolitin on a cold streak doesn't make any sense. Did he? He scored in like back-to-back games. I'm not sure. Guerin's on a hot streak. He's been actually excellent. I think he's been the first star in like 4 or 5 consecutive games. Obviously, Forsberg was in that game. I did not plan on that. For some reason, the computer just fixed the lines and he was in. So he's in. Whatever. Obviously not a problem. He didn't get injured. Nobody's been getting injured. That's fantastic for us down the stretch here. So Forsberg back in. That's all good. We will do some shaking up with the lines here for the next episode. Theodore being fatigued obviously is not something I wanted to have happen. Cujo was supposed to start that game. But that's okay. Cujo can play the LA game. And we might rely on him pretty much down the stretch here almost entirely because I think we have 3 games left. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to put Theodore back in for the remainder of the season. All right, so we've made some adjustments to the lines. We're going to keep the forward groups the same as they were in that game. I think that was a fine game for us. I don't really mind. I have a lineup in mind for the playoffs, but right now let's just go with whatever's working. Until Haydu comes back in, that's when we will actually like full on go over the lines again and figure out exactly what's going on with it. But for now, 3 games remaining in the season. We're just going to kind of let it play out. So, of course, we have another matchup here against the LA Kings, who are desperately trying to get themselves into the playoffs, just like Phoenix. And Phoenix wasn't that the last episode and everything like that. So let's go ahead and preview our matchup in the next episode against the LA Kings. So for LA, they are sitting 8th in the conference now. They are the team we would be playing in the first round. Of course, we just came off a big victory against them. 115 points for us. We have the advantage everywhere here, just like we did a couple episodes ago when we played them. And the goaltending matchup, Cujo in for sure next episode, 100% for our squad. And Czech Manic is going to be back in for LA. So LA is coming off a 4-2 victory against a key opponent at this time. Again, I mentioned in the last episode, I wondered if we were... I wished there was a way to see all those teams that are fighting for the 7th and 8th playoff spots in the Western Conference to see if they played each other. Here's an example of them playing each other. LA beat Phoenix 4-2. A huge victory for them to make sure that they are ahead in the playoff race here. But I think now their focus is going to be turning probably to some other teams and catching them. But yeah, 4-2 win. Home record is worse than their away record. I believe we're actually in LA to play them, so a little bit of a disadvantage there. And now they've added some players to their injured reserve. So Straka and Gill are on there, who weren't on there when we played them a couple games ago. It was just Steven Reinprecht. So Straka out for the remainder of the season. I'm pretty sure that looks like Gill is out for the remainder of the season as well. But yeah, so a very banged up LA squad. They're going to have a tough time not only beating us with 3 players out of the lineup, they're going to have a tough time securing that 8th spot down the stretch. And taking a look at the Western Conference, Detroit has clinched the 2nd spot in the conference by winning their division title. So they're in there. St. Louis, despite losing to us in the last episode, actually has now clinched a playoff spot just because of how every other team is faring out right now. Vancouver is here. They could drop out. They do have an extra game on the other teams. LA, San Jose, Chicago, and Phoenix are all still really in this. Phoenix only 3 points back, but they kind of have to be perfect down the stretch. Nashville definitely not in. So Vancouver, LA, San Jose, and Chicago, and Phoenix, really, this has now become a 5-team fight again. And Vancouver's got a bit of a disadvantage, even though they do have 82 points in terms of getting themselves into the playoffs. There's no guarantees there. But St. Louis has clinched that 6th spot, so 2 spots still up for grabs between 5 teams, which is an interesting race to watch down the stretch. And taking a look in the Eastern Conference, too, 6 teams have clinched at this point. Philadelphia looks to be firmly in 7th. 3 points ahead of the Leafs at this point, and 2 games remaining for both squads. Toronto, though, fighting off Atlanta and fighting off Florida for that 8th spot. In Florida and Toronto, same even games. Now Toronto's at a bit of a disadvantage. Atlanta has that extra game in hand where they could potentially steal a playoff spot. But anyways, guys, that'll do it for this episode today. Thank you so much for watching. As a reminder, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to the channel. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. are when these episodes drop onto the channel. And as always, guys, again, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.